there's a global crisis on antibiotic resistance or microorganisms and humanity. Now, here comes the MAR project. The problem we identified as public health officials is that there is low awareness of the media on antibiotic resistance, and it has resulted in a low media coverage. And the rationale for this MAR project is that we want to create awareness or want to inform the media on antibiotic resistance and increase public awareness on antibiotic resistance, which will reduce inappropriate use of antibiotics. Our target audience, as you can see, are the news and the mass media personnel. Now we have the print media, the radio media, and TV media, and it's both internationally and locally. The methods we are going to use are news briefing between public health officials or specialists like us and the media representatives. And also we have a social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and etc. We are also going to invite the media for presentation on antibiotic resistance and then have a talk show on antibiotic resistance and in most of the media houses. The key message that we will give out to the public is we are going to give them statistics on the burden of antibiotic resistance, inform media on the causes of antibiotic resistance, inform them of the developmental impact of antibiotic resistance, where the media will get to know their role that they need to play. We aim to disseminate this information on the media in a one-year project where we'll be doing it in a monthly basis. So how we are going to measure the impact of the MAR project is the number of media coverages, sessions on antibiotic resistance, number of news media organizations that follow the specialist team on social media platforms, the content analysis of print media on antibiotic resistance, and the number of newspapers articles on antibiotic resistance, where we have an online survey to also assess our measurement and impact. Thank you.
Well, now, after getting to know about the outline of our project, we'll assume the role of the mass media and we'll make a presentation to you as the public health professionals. So I would like to invite Aaron to the stage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I'll be talking to you about antimicrobial resistance. But before then, I know as the press, you're more concerned about wars and some other things. But today we want to give you a touch of what is antibiotic resistance. And to do that, I'm not going to do the talking. I'll give you a short video just to set the ball rolling so you have a feel of what we're about to talk about.
One of the gravest threats the human race is facing is the crippling of a major weapon in the fight against infection. Throughout our history, we've faced a constant battle against the often lethal infections and diseases caused by bacteria. 70 years ago, we took the upper hand for the first time. Antibiotics revolutionized medicine and ushered in an age where bacterial infections were easily treatable. But now, bacteria are fighting back. More and more strains are becoming resistant to existing treatments thanks to our chronic overuse of antibiotics, through everything from unnecessary prescriptions to their widespread use in modern farming. Individual strains of bacteria have become resistant to multiple antibiotics, giving rise to superbugs. Some experts believe our current antibiotics could become ineffective within 20 years, taking us back to a time when routine operations and simple infections often resulted in death. So is this really the future we're facing because of our misuse of antibiotics, or is there something we can do before it's too late?
Is there something we can do, ladies and gentlemen? Mind-boggling videos for all of you to see. For me, I think that is deadlier than what happens with ISIS in Syria. But then we'll find out what as we go on. Now, looking at the trend of AR, we've got, by statistics, we've got at least 1 nonillion microorganisms in existence. Okay, I can see some scary faces, but then let me put it in perspective. I mean 1 and 30 zeros. Imagine that in numbers. That is an outrageous figure. And then imagine that. But then, we didn't want to scare you because we knew what figures can do to members of the press, all right? And so we just got 3 microorganisms, just to give you a projection of what happens as regards incidents. Now this is a projection of 3 microorganisms. Don't bug yourself with the names. Just pick the acronyms as you can see on my slide, yeah? And now you can see there's a rising trend within MRSA, VRE, and FQRP. From 1980 to 2000, look at the drastic rise in the incidence of cases in antimicrobial resistance. That is very, very, very worrisome. Now and again, just to give you a touch again of what is happening, this is a projection of what's going to happen by 2050 if you and I do not do something about antimicrobial resistance. Look at what is happening in the continent, Africa. Just go back a little bit for me. 4,150 slides, and then look at what is happening. It's an outrageous, a massive, massive death of what is going to happen by 2050 if we don't do this. Now to the next slide. Very quickly, we're very scared of cancer, diabetes, HIV, and a whole lot of infections. But look at what antimicrobial resistance is going to do, even more than cancer. It's a shocking 10 million deaths, more than the cancer we very, very much dread, 8.2 million. And then we can see as what has happened in the production of antimicrobial the production of antibiotics. From 1920, we just produced just a bit of it from my slide. And then in 2000, we have not produced a single antibiotic because of the dangers associated with antibiotic resistance. Now, what do we do? Why have I been making all this noise, members of the press? Why did we choose you as a target? What can you do? What do you think you can do? We've given you the causes. We've given you what causes all of these things. What do you think you can do as members of the press? There is nothing, we're not here to tell you, as professionals, as health professionals, public health professionals, we do not come here to tell you, you have to do this, you've got to do this, you need to do that to take care of this. But then we've projected these ideas for you. All we're going to tell you right now is captured in one sentence. It's simply for you to increase awareness through relevant programs that you do. And then you can see that from all the causes of antibiotic resistance, we're prescribing and all of the things that you saw in that video. This is very, 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 very shocking. And it's left for us to do this and take care of our continent. Thank you.
Perhaps you're wondering why antibiotic resistance is such a matter of great concern to developmental impact. But I'm thinking of a situation where people are sick and there's no medicine to treat them. We're forecasting a time when just a mere paper cut will be so lethal and surgery will be impossible. But think about the human resource, the number of deaths. You think about the impact of this to the economy. And so it's a matter of life and death, the development of both developed for the first world and the third world. Thank you very much.